Happy Easter, everyone. We're the Whiskey Sippers, and these are the 4 bottles you should take to your Easter egg hunt or Easter dinner.
After this.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Please hit that like and subscribe button and watch for the videos we put out every week. Now, this bottle is what we're drinking right now. It is not one of our picks for what we're doing. It's just what we're sipping on. So what we're going to talk about today is you got to go to that family event. You're going to have all the kids together and they're going to be running around, snot dripping, everything else, doing their Easter egg hunt. Then after everybody gets together and has that big family dinner.
Yep.
And what are you going to take along with you to kind of keep yourself occupied and keep yourself from going crazy? So you want to start out?
Yeah, I'll start. So my first bottle, I know obviously not get too religious, but it is that time where everyone celebrates Jesus rising from the dead for Easter and whatnot. So what better to do than Heaven Hill? So got to have incorporation of that place you want to eventually go one day, hopefully. But Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond, it's a phenomenal bottle to me. I love it in a paper plane, which is my favorite cocktail. But more importantly, this is 100 proof. It's something you're going to enjoy. It's got a good age statement of 7 years. It's got a nice oak taste to it. You could use it as a cocktail mixer. You could just do it straight up and you're not going to get too schnockered or whatever you want to call it. You're going to still be coherent at the end of the day when it's only 100 proof. So that was my take on it. So got to get that out of the way.
Yeah, my first bottle, well, I figure you take something that kind of looks like an egg. Well, I got a Blanton's.
You're such a taker.
Yeah, it's I gotta take Devin's place while he's gone.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's kind of egg shaped, lower proof, something to start out the day on, and it's always a good talking point with other people when they see that neat bottle with the horsey on it. So yeah, I just thought for fun I'd throw that Blanton's in there.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So going with the characteristics of look and judging everything by its cover, I'm actually a big fan of the Sagamore Spirit Rye. Yeah. It is purple. I know it's a little more festive when it comes to some of the colors and whatnot, but this particular bottle comes in, I want to say it's a 96.6 proof, but delicious rye. Another, once again, close to that 100 proof range, but more importantly, it tastes phenomenal. It's going to pair well with whatever you have for dinner.
Yeah, I love the Sagamore Double Oak. It's really one of my favorites. It's one of the shelfers I say people should absolutely try, especially if they're kind of just getting into rye. Very, very good.
And because of that, that's why I got my own.
Yeah. So my next bottle is one of my favorite openers, always has been. The Old Forester 1910. Always a good, nice, simple sipper. Lower proof, very sweet, great mouthfeel. And it's great to sit around and sip on like before dinner. It's something that I like. This is something I like to have before the food's ready or whatever, and I want to just kind of get everything ready and going. I love to sip on that 1910.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So my next one, I figured obviously spring, Easter, you always get that more floral taste and palate. So I figured to go with the Four Roses. It can be any Four Roses, but the one I brought today was the limited edition 2024, a recent pickup for me in the past couple months. But this bottle in particular is just phenomenal. I know they have a very floral palate, and because of that, I think it's just something good to bring to the table, whether it be something fancy or sharing the occasion with. Could be in-laws, could be parent, sibling, whatever. I just think it's a great bottle to bring to the table.
My next bottle is my dinner bottle.
Okay.
So for dinner, for Easter, we, very similar to we do on Thanksgiving, we have turkey. We have turkey and ham. Okay. Those good, like we always have both those main dishes. So
a second Thanksgiving dinner.
Pretty much. So for the dinner, what better to go with my turkey than a Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit?
That's pretty good. I need another one though, because that
one's. I've got a couple. I got a Camp Nelson ready to open next.
Ooh.
But yeah, so we got not too high proof, not too much to get you in trouble with the family if you get out of control. But you start out with your 1910. It's kind of sweet to get things open and ready to go. And then you got your Kentucky Spirit to go with your dinner, to pair with that turkey and potatoes and all that, and get yourself in a nice little groove.
That's a good one. However, taking it to the next level, going with dessert. So my last bottle, I think, is more of a dessert option. I have here a Woodford Double Oak. To me, this comes off very chocolatey, maybe like one of those little hollow milk chocolate bunnies you got in your Easter basket growing up or something like that. But to me, this one in particular is just a delicious bottle to have. This one's a store pick a club pick from down in South Carolina. But this particular one, just the double oak, it always has that chocolatey taste. It really just screams Easter to me for being a chocolate holiday.
Okay. So I had kind of along the same lines because I was thinking like before dinner, and my last bottle is also my dessert bottle.
Okay. All right.
Right. And for a lot of times during Easter, for our desserts, we have a parfait, which is like a pudding and like a cookie layer and another pudding type of pudding and stuff. So to go with that, the Penelope Rio, which to me is a great dessert pour. And that's really what it is. It should be a dessert pour. It's very sweet. It's a cinnamon toast crunch.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And to me, that really pairs well with a nice sweet dessert. So that's my dessert bottle for Easter.
I think we have a solid lineup amongst these four, or amongst these 8, I should say.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So those are our picks, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope everyone out there has a great Easter holiday with your family.
Stay safe out there, and thanks for tuning in.
And remember, until next time, the best bourbon or whiskey
is the one you like the most.
We'll see you.